Hey, this is Eric. I'm back with another video, which I just recorded one for a contest entry, so hope you check that out. Anyways, I want to do something kind of related to vinyl and music that I don't see talked about too much in the VC. I see a little bit here and there. So really quick, one of the things I've been finding when I've been going to library sales and thrift stores and those kind of places, so there's a lot of VHS floating around. And you're not going to find necessarily a lot of collectible VHS, those obscure horror films or whatever that are going for hundreds of dollars. But I'm finding a lot of this kind of stuff, like Soundgarden's Motor Vision, Petra, Love and Rockets, Henry Rollins. So I found all of those at sales, and I still have some of my stuff from the old days, and I'm noticing now that one of them's not here. I do have the Mother Love Bone Earth Affair VHS tape. And as you turn it around to show everything, if you guys want to see the Mother Love Bone stuff, this package here, Malfunction, the Andrew Wood story. Andrew Wood was the lead singer of Mother Love Bone. The documentary on him is included in this set, and that has a lot of the footage from the Mother Love Bone Earth Affair video. So if you guys are at all interested, check that out. If you want to know about the early days of the Seattle scene, if you're interested in Seattle scene at all, that 1988 to about 96 scene, Malfunction, the Andrew Wood story, that Pearl Jam 20, and Hype are the documentaries you want to check out. Speaking of Seattle, wow, Operation Mindcrime. I've had this for probably 20 years at this point. More than 20 years. Same thing with Building Empires. And King's X Chronicles. Massive King's X fan back in the day. I don't listen to him anywhere near as much these days, but you know, bands put out VHS tapes with their stuff on it back in the day, and people like me bought them. And there used to be a Cheap Trick video that I had that I kind of co-owned with a friend, and he's the one that got it, and I kept the King's X. There was the Operation Live Crime from Queensryche that was a box set that I had and sold years ago. I've got, there's a band called Anti-World, and I'm looking at it right now, and I forgot to pull it down, which is a horror punk band from Portland that have kind of a 45 Grave vibe to them. That I have their VHS tape up there, and a couple of odds and ends of stuff that people made or duped at home. The only one I'm going to show is, because I was talking about this with somebody and I've totally forgotten who it was, sorry, is the Atomic Opera Fever Dream VHS tape. That, wow, I mean, it's got the insert here. So, yeah, I mean, this stuff is relics from a time gone by, but I've still got a VHS player. There's still movies that aren't on DVD or Blu-ray or streaming, and as you can see, there are plenty of VHS in here. You know, I don't think I want Return of the Killer Tomatoes on Blu-ray. I mean, I might, but I'm not going to pay $20 for it when I can get the VHS for a quarter, and that's fine. You know, Reckless and Wild. You know, Night Flyers. Not a good film, but I got it for like $1. You know, I got my Near Dark, Natural Born Killers, you get the idea. So the other thing I want to talk about, and I know I keep looking down, sorry about that. Two things. Books. So there's two kinds of books out there, or there's more than that, of music-related books. There's things that I want to talk about at least. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's try this. So the oral history book is becoming a thing, and I really like it because you get different people's perspectives telling their version of the story as they remember it. And through those different perspectives, you kind of get a better idea of what was really going on. And the first one that really started was the Please Kill Me book by Legs McNeil. This is about New York City punk mainly, but there's also a lot of stuff about my hometown, Ann Arbor, with the Stooges and the MC5 in here. And then after that came, we got the Neutron Bomb, the untold story of LA Punk. LA Punk is a area that has been given short shrift, and this is not just LA, it's West Coast. There's a lot of interesting things that were going on there. There were a lot of, especially minorities, especially Latinos that were involved in this scene. A lot of women that were involved with this scene that went on to have big careers. People like the Go-Go's and the Bangles came out of this scene. Wall of Voodoo. Yeah, lots of great stuff. It's worth checking out. And finally, give me something better. The story of the Bay Area punk scene. This is like the San Francisco version of all of that, all the way from the Nuns and the Dills and Dead Kennedys, Flipper and all those bands, right on up to Green Day and the Gilman scene. So these give you an idea of how people remember things. And like I said, you get 3 or 4 different perspectives on an event. You can kind of draw your own conclusion from it, see what matches up and what doesn't. So the other kind of book is more like a guidebook, or not even a guidebook, but somebody's opinion about stuff. And I got a couple of these, and these are great because you get to read somebody's opinion. And there's 2 I want to show. This one is Dave Marsh's The Heart of Rock and Roll, the 1001 Greatest Singles Ever Made. This is the kind of thing that nowadays you can go on Spotify or you can go on YouTube and you can listen to one of these while you're reading these little blurbs about the song and why they think it was great or why they think they ranked it this way. You don't have to agree with the rankings, but it's interesting to get a perspective, get some history, get some understanding. And then finally, I'm going to show this book. Billy Hurst and Harmless Rebel and Headley, another fat bearded man. If you guys don't have this, you should be on the lookout for it. Heartache by the Numbers, the country music's 500 greatest singles. This came out in 2000s, and once again, it's the same kind of thing. I'm going to give you guys a couple random samplings here. Number 143, She's Got You by Patsy Cline. Number 187, Wichita Lineman, Glenn Campbell. Number 308, Picture Me Without You, George Jones. They try to give a context and a history and talk about how songs related. And this only goes up to whenever this book came out. I think in the intro they talk about the most recent one maybe being a Leanne Rimes song. And then they also talk, they actually have another 100 that could have made the cut. 2003. And let's see. I'm just going to flip back to the very end. So the last one is Hope You Dance by Leanne Womack. Sorry, not Leanne Rimes, from 2000. I have started on my Facebook page, and you guys can find me on Facebook under my name, same as this channel. I've started posting videos from this book in a thread. If you guys want to check those out, come on over. Anybody want to send me a friend request, just say, hey, from the VC, and I'll add you or whatever. So, Heartache by the Numbers, check it out. That is it this time. If you guys like what I'm doing, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Once again, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at IREN0, Zero. You can find me there. And everyone take care, and I'll catch you next time.